Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are tackling a financial concept that honestly sounds a little too good to be true. To really get into it, we're going to follow a guy named Ali. Just picture him for a second. He's looking down at his wallet, and inside is exactly $100. Like a lot of us, right? He's wondering how on earth he's supposed to build actual, real wealth. He's just staring at that single, crisp bill, thinking about the massive, seemingly impossible gap between what he has in his hands right now and the financial security he actually wants for his future.
So let's dive into this question. Because when Ali first hears that his $100 could somehow magically multiply into thousands without him taking on a second job or putting in countless extra hours of backbreaking labor, well, you can imagine his reaction. Total disbelief. He thinks turning $100 into thousands without breaking a sweat is just straight up magic. But here's the thing. It's not magic at all. It is literally just math.
To help Ali wrap his head around this, he gets some advice from his financial mentor, a wise guy named Mr. Khan. And Mr. Khan drops this absolutely crucial mindset shift that we all really need to internalize if we want true financial freedom. He says, most people work for money. Smart investors make money work for them. Think about that. That's the whole foundational philosophy right there. Look, as long as you're just trading your hours for dollars, your earning potential is totally capped by the number of hours in a day. We have to break that cycle.
So how exactly do we make our money work for us? Section 1. What is compound interest? The magic behind the math.
Okay, so compound interest isn't just about sticking your cash in a bank and getting some boring flat fee in return. No, it's the specific process where your money earns interest and then, okay, here is the kicker. That new interest starts earning even more interest. You aren't just earning a yield on your original hard-earned cash. Your profits are actually stepping up to the plate and generating their own profits. It's like a perpetual motion machine of wealth, an endless cycle of growth.
Now, look at this. Here is the actual formula that dictates how your financial money tree grows over time. I know, it kind of looks like high school math class, but stick with me, because this is literally the blueprint for wealth. You've got your present value, that's the starting cash you put in. You multiply that by your interest rate over N, which is the number of years. And let me tell you, that N is the absolute most powerful piece of this entire puzzle, because N represents time. Time is what turns that tiny little seed of present value into a massive towering tree of future value.
Let's see how this actually builds in practice. Section 2, the micro example. Watching $1,000 grow at a 10% annual interest rate.
All right, let's track a simple 3-year timeline. In year 1, Ali starts with his $1,000, earns 10%, which is $100, giving him $1,100. Simple enough, right? But check out year 2. His starting amount is now that $1,100, so his 10% interest is now $110. By year 3, his starting amount is $1,210, and his interest earned jumps to $121. Notice how the interest he earns gets bigger every single year? 100, then 110, then 121. And the craziest part? This happens without Ali lifting a single finger or adding another dime of his own money. Staring at those numbers, it finally clicks. This is the exact aha moment for Ali. He looks at his mentor and asks, wait, so I'm earning interest on my interest? And Mr. Khan hits the nail on the head. He confirms it. That right there is the very definition of compounding. It's like your initial money brings a friend to the party, and then the next year, both your money and that friend invite more friends over and over again until the whole house is packed.
How does this play out over, say, an entire lifetime? Section 3. The race against time. Why starting early changes absolutely everything.
To really grasp the gravity of this, let's compare two friends, Ahmed and Ali. Now, both of these guys decide they want to invest, and both of them are going to put in the exact same amount of money, $5,000. The only difference? Their timeline. Ahmed acts early, investing his $5,000 at age 20, and then he never adds another penny. He just leaves it alone. Ali, on the other hand, waits 10 years. At age 30, he finally gets around to investing his $5,000.
Now let's track this timeline all the way to their retirement. Because they both put in exactly $5,000, you logically think they'd end up with pretty similar amounts, right? Well, actually, scratch that. It couldn't be further from the truth. Even though their starting amounts were totally identical, Ahmed crosses the retirement finish line with far, far more money in his account. Why? Because time is the secret ingredient. Ahmed gave his money 10 extra years to compound, 10 extra years for his interest to earn its own interest. Ali's 10-year delay, it cost him massively.
Mr. Khan uses a fantastic visual metaphor to explain this momentum. Section 4. The snowball effect. Visualizing compound growth.
Think of your initial investment as a small snowball that you just started rolling down a huge snow-covered mountain. Step 1, at first it grows pretty slowly. It's just picking up a few flakes here and there. But step 2, as it gets bigger, its surface area expands. It starts grabbing way more snow with every single rotation. Then, step 3, eventually it becomes this massive boulder of snow, growing faster and faster, picking up huge amounts of mass by the second. Just like that snowball rolling downhill, gathering more snow with every revolution, your money's growth accelerates massively over time. The longer the hill, meaning the earlier you start, the bigger the snowball gets.
This concept of exponential acceleration is so mathematically profound that it's practically legendary. It's often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world, a quote famously linked to Albert Einstein. And read that second part carefully. It's so important. Those who understand it, earn it. Those who don't, pay it. See, when you invest, compound interest works for you. But when you carry credit card debt, compound interest works against you, rolling that snowball of debt larger and larger. You absolutely have to make sure you're on the right side of this equation.
Which brings us right back to Ali. Section 5, your financial freedom tomorrow. You don't need to be rich to start. At this point, Ali finally has his breakthrough. He realizes, I don't need to be rich to start investing. And Mr. Khan gives him the ultimate truth. You just need to start. You don't need a massive fortune, a huge inheritance, or a lucky lottery win to begin your journey toward financial freedom. A relatively small amount, like the $100 Ali has in his wallet right now, is completely enough to pack that initial snowball and give it a push down the hill.
So, if you really want to make your money work for you the way Mr. Khan suggests, just remember these 3 incredibly simple but undeniably powerful rules. 1. Start early. Give yourself the longest hill possible. 2. Stay consistent. Keep packing snow onto that snowball whenever you can. And 3. Let time do the heavy lifting. Just step back, chill out, and let the mathematical reality of compound growth do the hard work for you.
The overarching lesson from our explainer today is beautifully summarized right here. Small investments today can become financial freedom tomorrow. That transformation from a simple $100 bill today into thousands of dollars later, it isn't a scam, it isn't an illusion, and no, it isn't magic. It's just the inevitable, beautiful result of patience and math coming together. So, we leave you with this final, vital thought. The best time to invest was yesterday. The second best time is today. Since time is the ultimate multiplier in the compound interest formula, the absolute most expensive thing you can ever do is wait. Every single day you delay is a day of compounding growth that you can never ever get back. So look at your own timeline, look at your own snowball, and ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and hey, here's to making your money work for you.